The ancient Egyptians were a fascinating civilization, known for their incredible architecture, advanced technology, and intricate mythology. But beyond these well-known aspects of their culture, the Egyptians also engaged in some very unusual practices that might surprise you. From bizarre beauty rituals to bizarre beliefs about the afterlife, here are some of the most unusual things that the ancient Egyptians did. In today's video, we will be showing you unusual things that the ancient Egyptians did. Without further ado, let's begin. Wore wigs made of human hair. The ancient Egyptians were obsessed with beauty and believed that appearance played a crucial role in one's success in life. To achieve the perfect look, they would wear wigs made of human hair. These wigs were often made from the hair of slaves or people who had been sacrificed to the gods, and they were meticulously styled to suit the wearer's taste. Believed in the power of cat pee. Cats were highly regarded in ancient Egypt and were believed to have special powers. One of the most unusual beliefs was that cat urine had healing properties and could cure a variety of ailments. As a result, Egyptians would collect cat urine and use it as a remedy for everything from toothaches to infertility. Used crocodile dung as contraception. Ancient Egyptians were also very concerned with family planning and used a variety of methods to prevent pregnancy. One of the most unusual was the use of crocodile dung as a contraceptive. The dung was mixed with honey and inserted into the vagina as a barrier method. Built tombs for their organs. The ancient Egyptians believed that the body was made up of various parts, each of which had its own unique power. To ensure that these parts were preserved and could be used in the afterlife, the Egyptians would remove and store them in canopic jars. These jars were then placed in elaborate tombs alongside the mummified body. Practice tooth filing. Another unusual beauty practice was tooth filing. The ancient Egyptians believed that straight teeth were a sign of weakness and that crooked teeth were a mark of strength. To achieve this look, they would file their teeth to create a jagged appearance. Made mummies of animals. While mummification is commonly associated with humans, the ancient Egyptians also mummified animals. They believed that animals had their own afterlife, and that by mummifying them, they could ensure their survival in the afterlife. Ate gold. The ancient Egyptians were known for their wealth, and they often displayed this wealth in unusual ways. One of the most bizarre was the practice of eating gold. Wealthy Egyptians would grind up gold and mix it with their food or drink as a sign of their status. Worshipped a bizarre array of gods. The ancient Egyptians were polytheistic, meaning that they worshipped multiple gods. However, their pantheon was unlike any other, featuring gods with animal heads, gods with multiple limbs, and even gods with no form at all. Some of the most unusual included Anubis, the god of mummification, who had the head of a jackal, and Sobek, the crocodile god. Played board games with each other and the dead. The ancient Egyptians loved playing games, and board games were a popular pastime. However, they also had a unique game called Senet, which was believed to have a spiritual significance. It was believed that the game was played not only by the living, but also by the dead in the afterlife. Wore perfume balls in their hair. The ancient Egyptians loved perfume and would wear it daily. One of the most unusual ways they wore perfume was in the form of perfume balls. These small, scented balls were placed in their hair or clothing to keep them smelling fresh all day long. Used makeup made from poisonous materials. The ancient Egyptians were also known for their elaborate makeup, which they believed had healing properties. However, some of the materials used in their makeup were highly toxic, including lead and copper. Over time, the use of these materials could lead to serious health problems. Had multiple marriages and partners. The ancient Egyptians had a unique view of marriage and relationships. While monogamy was the norm for most people, some Egyptians had multiple marriages and partners. In addition, some women had relationships with multiple men and men with multiple women. These relationships were often not based on love, but rather on practical considerations. Wore clothes made from flax. The ancient Egyptians were skilled weavers and created beautiful clothing from flax. Flax was a plant that grew abundantly in Egypt and was used to make linen, a fabric that was light, comfortable, and cool. The linen was often dyed bright colors and decorated with intricate designs. believed in the power of dreams. The ancient Egyptians believed that dreams were a powerful tool for communicating with the gods. They believed that dreams could reveal important messages and insights, and would often record their dreams in writing to analyze them later. They also believed that some dreams were prophetic and could predict the future. Used a unique writing system. The ancient Egyptians developed a unique writing system called hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics were a combination of pictures and symbols that represented words and ideas. The writing system was highly complex and was used for everything from religious texts to everyday communication. Mummified their pets. The ancient Egyptians were known for their elaborate mummification practices. But they didn't just mummify humans. They also mummified their pets, including cats, dogs, and even baboons. These animals were often buried with their owners or in their own separate tombs. Had a complex system of medicine. The ancient Egyptians were skilled in the art of medicine and had a complex system of healing that included both natural remedies and magical spells. They believed that illnesses were caused by a variety of factors, including supernatural forces, and their treatments often involved a combination of herbs, prayers, and incantations. Used a system of measurements based on body parts. The ancient Egyptians had a unique system of measurements that was based on body parts. For example, the cubit was a unit of measurement that was roughly equal to the length of a person's forearm. This system of measurements was used for everything from construction to commerce. Believed in the power of music. The ancient Egyptians believed that music had the power to heal, soothe, and uplift the soul. They used music in religious ceremonies, funerals, and other important events. They also had a variety of musical instruments, including harps, flutes, and drums. Had a complex system of mathematics. The ancient Egyptians were skilled mathematicians and developed a complex system of mathematics that was used for everything from architecture to astronomy. They had a unique system of fractions and used a combination of hieroglyphics and mathematical symbols to represent numbers. Celebrated festivals and holidays. The ancient Egyptians loved to celebrate and had a variety of festivals and holidays throughout the year. These celebrations were often religious in nature and included offerings to the gods, music, dancing, and feasting. Some of the most important festivals included the Festival of Opet, the Festival of Osiris, and the Festival of the Nile. Believe in the importance of education. The ancient Egyptians placed a high value on education and believed that it was essential for success in life. Children were taught to read and write from an early age, and the most talented students were selected for further education in fields such as medicine, law, and religion. The ancient Egyptians were a fascinating and complex civilization, and their unusual practices offer a glimpse into their unique worldview. While some of these practices may seem bizarre or even disturbing to us today, they offer a fascinating insight into the culture and beliefs of one of the world's most remarkable ancient civilizations. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. For more interesting content, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video.